All right, I just wanted to give you a quick update. You remember a couple weeks ago where I did this video right here on Lee County Sheriff Carmine Marcino, and we talked about the beefed up militarized equipment he was purchasing for his department so he could go out and get the bad guys. That's all it's going to be used on, is the bad guys. Well, let me give you an excerpt of that, and then I want to give you an update on what's going on concerning the FBI investigation into Carmine Marcino for money laundering and misappropriating taxpayer funds. Check this out.
First door, Lee County, many more to come.
I met up with Sheriff Marcino himself to figure out why they spend so much money, where it goes, and if it keeps people more safe. Oh, this is your office.
Look at these guys. Yeah, let me just continue playing this. You got to check out, if you have not seen this video, I'll leave the link in the description for you, but you got to look at the type of equipment, the technology. They have robotic dogs. They've got drones in the air. They've got micro drones. They've got bear cats. Look at these guys. They got the military in Lee County coming up against you. They got robotic dogs. We're going to see the drones that they put in the air. We're going to see the combat micro drones that they launch against us.
People more safe. Oh, this is your office. This is sick. Oh, look at this. We will have law and order. That's your mantra.
We will. That's right.
And it's seemingly a rare mantra these days.
Who's law and who's going to initiate the order? Check out this office.
Now, why is this important?
It's the Marcino mansion, right?
Look at this nerve center. Crazy. So let me just show you right now. It says Lee County Sheriff Carmine Marcino is accused of laundering money and misappropriating funds. Let's watch two news segments.
Tonight, Lee County Sheriff Carmine Marcino is facing serious allegations of money laundering and inappropriately spending taxpayer money. Thanks for watching ABC7. I'm Megan Miller.
And I'm Christy Soto. Two former paid staff members say they've reported the matter to the FBI. They claim they were questioned and are ready to see this to the end.
So the corrupt officials of the Federal Bureau of Investigations are going to investigate and see whether Carmine Marcino has been doing anything wrong. Good job, folks.
And want someone to be held accountable. ABC7's Dave Elias started working his sources Thursday and hasn't stopped since.
Michael Hollow is a 17-year veteran of the force and now a write-in candidate for sheriff in November. He says with permission, he recorded honorary deputy Ken Romano, who was being paid a hefty salary as a consultant. But Romano claims that Marcino wanted some of that money to be funneled to his family to pay for lavish gifts.
I don't know if these allegations are true, and I'm not saying in this video that these allegations are true. But if we find out one day that they are true, I won't be surprised. Why? Because power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. And more importantly, power attracts the corruptible. And it just seemed like it's all gone to Marcino's head.
Every month I would just give his father the money. I would take cash.
Ken Romano is the former consultant and honorary deputy who claims Marcino paid him $5,700 a month and then instructed him to take $1,700 of that money and help pay for some lavish gifts.
I gave him tons and tons of jewelry. His grandmother, a $40,000, $45,000 ring. I did a lot of good things for him.
Then Romano says he realized things didn't seem right.
I said, can that be considered money laundering or misappropriation of, taxpayer dollars? And Box was like, yeah. I said, that's great. Now the kid just involved me in a crime.
17-year deputy Mike Hollow says he legally recorded the conversation and then turned it over to the FBI.
Eventually, Mr. Romano and I sat down with the FBI in May of this year, May 21st of 2024.
The FBI telling NBC2 they will neither confirm nor deny an investigation. Meanwhile, former Sheriff of Lee County Mike Scott telling me today these are serious allegations and Sheriff Marcino is best suited to address them as if he...
Guys, all these individuals are corrupt. All of them are on the take. They've got the ring of power. They're abusing their authority. They've been in the Fraternal Order of Police and the National Sheriff's Association for a long, long time. They've seen corruption. They've committed crimes against humanity and against Americans. And now they're going to wax virtuous on a news story saying, no, these are some pretty serious allegations. How many people has this particular sheriff, Mike Scott, I don't know if you can see his name right there, Mike Scott, how many people has this person particularly put into jail cells. Sitting in jail cells, innocent people that have done nothing wrong. How many people have been left as victims in his wake of terrorism?
Chooses to do so. I prefer not to speculate. Marcino was first appointed to that seat by then Governor Rick Scott, whose office had no comment today. There are people on social media that say they don't believe this and you are doing it simply because you have an axe to grind.
I don't have an axe to grind.
Well, that's a good point. It's a conflict of interest because he is running as a sheriff against Marcino in the next election.
I'll tell you right now, if the governor were to remove Carmine, I will pull myself out of this race so that the residents of the county can actually hold a special election.
Now, I have reached out to the governor's office about this matter, and they have not returned my calls. Sources close to the governor's office, though, tell me they are aware of it. And just moments ago, the attorney general's office saying, quote, the Office of Statewide Prosecution has no involvement in this matter. The sheriff has asked for $315 million next year from the county budget. That's $38 million more than last year. In the studio, Dave Elias, ABC 7.
And we should note we did ask Sheriff Carmine Marcino to speak with us today on camera, but he declined.
Basically, Marcino's like, give us $38 million more and we'll keep you safe. Don't you worry about it. We're going to take care of business. Of course you can. With that kind of money, $350 million. I would not doubt if he's on the take. And if this guy's going to make accusations, surely he can bring the receipts. Everybody's got a cell phone. They can be recording. You know, there's voice recordings. They can have documentation. So if the allegations are true, I have no doubt that it's going to be easy to prove.
Let's get you more on Sheriff Carmine Marcino's history and law enforcement. Marcino first began his career in Suffolk County, New York in 1998. He worked for Suffolk County Park Police. He then moved to Southwest Florida and joined the Naples Police Department in November of 1999. He joined the Collier County Sheriff's Office in 2003. This is video from our ABC 7 archives showing Marcino working as a patrol deputy in 2006. He worked with several specialty units during his time in Collier County. Sheriff Marcino then joined the Lee County Sheriff's Office in 2013. He was appointed sheriff of Lee County in 2018 by Governor Rick Scott. In 2020, Marcino was elected Lee County's 13th sheriff.
Good evening, I'm Peter Bush. Tonight, Lee County Sheriff Carmine Marcino is facing serious accusations of money laundering and inappropriately spending your taxpayer money. Two former paid staff members.
I'd say buying a robotic dog or a couple robotic dogs, micro drones, helicopters, Bearcats, armored personnel carriers, militarized equipment for the local law enforcement agencies. I would say that was a misappropriation of funds. But hey, that's just me.
Members say they have reported the matter to the FBI and they have already been questioned.
So they say they're going to take these allegations seriously. I don't know. I don't live in Lee County. If you live in Lee County or near Lee County and you have any insider information on this, let us know. Make sure that if you say that you do, bring the receipts. Make sure you have the documentation. Make sure you can substantiate the claim. Leave your thoughts about this. What do you think? Do you think Marcino is guilty of misappropriating funds and laundering money and funneling money so that he can lavish gifts on his family members? Leave your thoughts about this in the comments below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. If you want to support the channel further, grab a shirt, become a channel member, but more importantly, understand that in times of universal deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. I will see you in the next video.